Hi, welcome back to Imperial. I'm Renee, I'm here with Corey, and we're here to talk about this beautiful Peterbilt that we just got out of the shop yesterday.
This one's a real special build for Vinny Ruscio, Busy Bee Septic. Really appreciate your business. This truck turned out amazing. Right from purchasing, all the departments involved, engineering, all the men and women in the shop that worked on this truck just did an outstanding job. Couldn't be more proud of this build. So we have Peterbilt 567. It's got a Cummins X15 500 horse motor in it. This one is equipped with the 4310 blower, the slim design, which is pretty much required on a build this tight. It's got a wireless remote. It's a 5,200 gallon 2-compartment tank, 5,000 waste, 200 fresh to power the jetter on the other side. It's integrated here. We do a nice 2-inch freshwater dump. It's got a 3/4 inch garden hose fill if you want to fill it from the ground level, or he's got a 2-inch, if you want to use a fire hydrant. And then it does have an air gap up top to avoid any contamination while using the fire hose to fill it. It's got a side hose 1 inch on the front so you can see the level of the water in the tank. And our wireless remote package interface right here. It's also got a second set of switches on the floor by the door. It's got backup switches on the side of the remote box. And then we used a new level sensing system. It's called the Vega. It's actually microwave technology. The technology's been around for a good amount of time. It's just the first time that Imperial's ever used it. So there's nothing inside the tank. There's no float, there's no rod, nothing mechanical about it. It's just a sensor up on top. So we see this, if this works out well, we could see it being a real good add-on for any sort of hoist, dump unit, things like that, when you always got sand and heavier material inside the tank. So he's got aluminum tank painted, two-tone like a bumblebee, hence the Busy Bee Septic. We do have diamond plate chip guard for hose protection. Got some on top of the trays as well. It was lettered locally here by Super Lettering. Thanks Bruce and Jesse, you did an outstanding job again on this unit.
And that's something that we can do with any truck that anyone wants that built. We can have the lettering and the paint and everything done before you get it delivered to you. So you can get right to work.
And it's not something that we really get involved in the design of or anything like that. You would work direct with them, but they have done a ton of trucks for us and do a great job every time. On the back of the truck here, we have heated collars on all 3 valves. It's got a couple of toolboxes at the rear, bucket holders right under the valve. So this was kind of a custom design. It's not our standard bumper, but it's what he wanted. And he's got cam over latches on the manway, which is also something we can do if you don't want to mess around with the wing nuts if you're in and out of there quite often. We even put a little rub bar on the back of the tank to keep the hoses off the paint and just protect the paint job. He's got some strobes up top, backup camera, work lights. And then we get to the other side here. He's got a 10 gallon a minute, 3,000 PSI cat jetter package, hydraulic driven. So here's our jetter package. And again, this also has a second set of PTO controls. You can control the jetter, the blower. Obviously he's gonna use his remote to do all this, but just in the event if it gets lost or something like that, there is several ways to back it up. We added a little, you can't charge this with a garden hose being a 10 GPM jetter. You just don't get enough flow, but we did put a port on here so you can winterize it in between uses in the winter. A couple wrenches, a tip kit, an A hose reel with an air-powered retractable reel. We have 200 feet of 3/8 hose. It's got the lance and the wand. Just a nice solid package. And that is hydraulic driven because it's an Allison 4000 series transmission. So the second PTO provision is right on top of the transmission. So you can't run a shaft to it. Then we got a crust buster holder, hose hook off of there so he can still get his hoses in and out and things aren't getting all tangled up. Yeah, he really didn't go half on anything with this truck.
A big thank you to Vinny from Busy Bee Septic for ordering this unit. And if you are looking for a unit custom like this or even one of our stock models, go ahead and visit our website, www.septictruckcenter.com, or give Corey or the rest of our sales team a call at 1-800-558-2945.